Hello, and thank you for clicking on the video. I am creating this video as I have been receiving several emails from students recently about the California POST Pellet B exam. For some of you who are trying to get into the police academy or a police officer's job, in 2018, it's very common in California to hear about the POST Pellet B. You have to go in and take the exam. They're going to measure your writing ability, your reading ability, and your reasoning skills. They want to make sure that you have the very basics that is needed for a police academy entry level position. So some of you are asking me on emails, how do I prepare for the Pellet B? And the simple answer to that is that you need to start writing, you need to start reading, you need to start understanding sentence structure. So it's a lot of you, unfortunately, within the past 5-10 years, you've been doing a lot of texting, and texting has damaged your grammar skills. So what I usually tell students in my class that they should read is the Wall Street Journal front page. Now, I do not support the Daily News. I think that Daily News consumes a lot of your positive mindset in the world. What I do recommend is that you read the Wall Street Journal, the front page, only because over 10 editors at times review those little stories to make sure there aren't any grammar errors or sentence structure errors, etc. So if you read the Wall Street Journal, little stories in their front main page, you will understand and learn how to write simple stories, how the sentence structure works, how there's a beginning, there's a middle, so there's an introduction, there's a middle, and there's a conclusion. So the body of the story is in the middle, obviously the beginning is the introduction. So when you take the POST Pellet B exam, you're going to be answering some questions on what it's going to require to measure your ability, your writing ability, reading ability, etc. So passing score, the current passing score on the Pellet B for the police academy is 48. So I recently had a student in my office who just passed the test with a 51, and his writing ability was enough to demonstrate that he's prepared to enter the police academy. So again, Wall Street Journal. Do not read local newspapers that don't have that standard of quality that you're going to need in order to understand what a certain word would belong in a sentence or not. Another avenue that you could explore is to visit a Barnes & Noble bookstore or other bookstores and go to the section where it says test section, so test booklets. So entry-level police officer examination booklets. Barron's makes them, Arco makes them, Kaplan makes them, and so you need to to look through them. Go in there, take 45 minutes out of your day, go walk into a Barnes & Noble bookstore and peruse their test section to see what you can learn. Go through the whole booklet. I mean, turn off your phone for a second, okay? Turn off your phone, turn off your social media, sit down in a bookstore and flip through those booklets. They're going to kind of tell you what to expect in these entry-level exams, which the Pellet B, the POST Pellet B, is an entry-level exam. Your writing skills, your reasoning skills, your reading ability, understanding what words go where, what is misspelled. That's another thing. A lot of people, I remember a few years ago, well, long time, maybe 10 years ago, people would say, I'm not a very good speller. Well, start reading, start writing. Start reading, well-written books so that you understand how to become a good speller. And it's not just enough to say, I'm a bad speller. I understand that the computers nowadays review your material that you do, and they do catch the spelling errors, and writing errors before you send it off to other people. And that's great. If you go online, Grammarly and other things do that. But what about you? You're a person now trying to get into a government level position, you're trying to get into a law enforcement agency, and now you need to improve your writing skills, your reading ability. And so reading the Wall Street Journal, going to the bookstore, flipping through these entry-level booklets are all that you need to really get ahead. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this video short. I'm trying to do it under 5 minutes. If you have any other questions or concerns, feel free to email me directly or write something in comments, put in your email, and then I will reach out to you with some responses. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you soon. Take care and focus on your goals. All right? Take care.